both teams looking, going towards midfield for the coin toss. They come to this game after being shut out 24-0 last week to Hamburg, who's had a very good season, undefeated as well in A South. Bulldogs have played great defensively against West Seneca West, only allowing 95 yards of total offense for West Seneca West. Their star running back and senior running back Isaiah Simmons did not play in that game. There was some discussion. I did discuss with Mike Vastola earlier today if he was going to be playing. He looks like he's suited up now. He was initially as a game-time decision, but seems like he's going to be suited up and dressed up and ready to go. Frank, thoughts about the game? So as we get started here with the coin toss, as Jamestown and West Seneca West will decide where they'll be starting off with their own offensive possessions of the ball. Jamestown will be going from left to right on our broadcast. West Seneca West will be going from right to left. Do want to mention on this broadcast, we do apologize about the scoreboard situation. It is acting a bit awkwardly for us tonight, so I'm going to be giving you a lot of the down and distance and the time left on the clock for this game. Mike Vastola getting his team pumped and ready. Tom Langworthy getting his team pumped and ready as well as their team will now come out. Looks like they will be getting the ball first.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the sophomore class is sponsored sessions this evening just outside the stadium. Pizza is the featured food this evening. Plenty of snacks and refreshments available for everyone in the sophomore class. Thanks to for your support. And it looks like West Seneca West will be kicking the ball off to begin this football game.
The kickoff for West Seneca West, number 3, Lucas Freeland, who will also be the quarterback, also a punter for this team. A nice little pooch kick right at around the 43-yard line to Jamestown territory. And that is where the Red Raiders will start off their ball. Coming out, Trey Drake, Jalen Butera, Colin Melendez, Sean O'Brien. Those guys were the core 4 of the offense of their last week victory against the Frontier Falcons. Got about a 4 wide receiver set. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Drake looked like he was going to go under center first, now moves back to the shotgun formation. Has Butera to his left. Ball at their own 43-yard line, first down and 10. Here's the first snap of the game for them. Guy motioning from left to right. The snap, the give is to Butera, and he is going to go nowhere. He just gets enough to get back to the line of scrimmage. Almost could have been a loss of 2 yards, and I'll bring up second down and 10. Out of the 4 wide receiver set, they stay with the same formation. Now Butera switches over to Drake's right side. The snap, the fake to Butera, the quick strike to Melendez at the midfield marker, and he gets in the West Seneca West territory at their own 46-yard line. A pickup of about 14 yards and a Jamestown first down. Drake with a nice strike to Melendez on his right side. They'll stay with the same formation on the last play. Man motioning from left to right. It is O'Brien. The give now to Butera, trying to get up the middle, finding a swarm of West Seneca West defenders, and he's taken right around in between the 44, 45-yard line. Pick up about a yard or so on the first down carry. So they'll credit him about 2 yards on the play. Second down, 8 yards to go. Have to get to West Seneca West 36-yard line for the first. 10 minutes and 30 seconds and counting remaining in the first quarter. Here's now Butera gaining away one defender and wrapped up by the legs and tackled down right at the 39-yard line. They'll pick up about 5 yards, be a third and short situation. In Jamestown, they've been known to get some big run plays, big passing plays. Right now, they're just taking it little by little, seeing what the defense is giving them. They now go 4 wide receiver set, trips to the right of Drake, one to his left. Butera as the running back. Drake able to fake out one of the West Seneca West defenders, shakes off another one, throws it. It's caught by Melendez at the 30. Now down at around the 25-yard line. Trey Drake able to escape out of the pocket, make a big play downfield. Gain of 18 yards on the play. And we'll have an official's timeout. They'll actually credit him 24 yards. Gain of 19 yards on the play. A big job by Trey Drake. Able to stay poised, calm, able to fire a strike to Melendez. Melendez already having his second catch on the night, and it came up big. Tom Langworthy barking out orders for Drake. He'll tell his orders over to the offensive line. 4 wide receiver set, trips now to the left side of Drake. Butera next to Drake. One man to his right. The snap, the give to Butera. Finding a hole, able to break through one and wrapped up by the legs and taken down right at the 20-yard line. A pickup of about 4 yards on the play.
And number 3, the co-captain for West Seneca West, Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. Gain of about 5. Second down and 5 from about the 20-yard line. Maybe the 19 of West Seneca West.
So second down and 5 on the play. The snap, the give once more to Butera. No, it's going to be a fake by Drake. And Drake able to get around close to the 10-yard line. Another Jamestown first down. West Seneca West tried to sniff it out. They thought Butera was getting it. Drake able to sell the play and able to pick up about 9 yards on the play. First down and 10. 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Sticking with that 4 wide receiver set, trips to the left, one to the right. The snap, the give to Butera. Trying to find a hole, and it's quickly clogged up by West Seneca West, and he's brought down, able to gain about maybe a yard or so. He's right at around the 10-yard line.
Second down and 9 for Jamestown.
They'll credit Butera 1 yard on the play. Second down and 9. 9 yards for the first down, 10 yards for the touchdown. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right of Drake. And Butera on his left side. Bit of an audible. Butera now moves over to Drake's right side. The snap and the toss play to Butera, trying to get the blocking he needs, and he does! And Butera's in. The 10-yard touchdown by Jalen Butera, but it'll actually be negated due to a yellow flag on the field. Holding on the offense, penalty on the play, and now moving back. A big opportunity for Jamestown to get an early score, but that'll push them back 10 yards. Bit of a problem that Jamestown had last week were the penalties against Frontier.
So a repeat of second down coming up. A costly penalty here for Jamestown. Second down and long. Folks, there's a lot of pizza. Feel free to head over and buy yourself a couple of slices.
So they'll stay with the same formation with the 4 wide receiver set. The snap by Drake, the give to Butera, and he's immediately stuffed. And who else for West Seneca West? Their main guy, number 9, Justin Piwarzek, able to come up big on the play and make it a 3rd and 22. Ball spotted right at around the 23, 24-yard line. Again, they got to get to the 1-yard line for the first. And 23 yards away from the end zone. Looks like they have O'Brien there as an extra blocker. The snap, he'll look to his right. Screenplay, it's caught by O'Brien, but he's immediately stopped by Simmons and helped out by another West Seneca West defender, and that will bring up 4th down. A big penalty by Jamestown sets up West Seneca West to stop him on a 3rd and long, and we'll see what Tom Langworthy does. Ella Profiter, their kicker on Jamestown, has the leg to make the distance, but do they want to go aggressive here on the offense? And they will. They'll stay out there. 4 wide receivers set. Butera next to Drake. May have tried trying to get West Seneca West to go on that one. Try to get a false start. Clock ticking, 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 4th down and 19. The rumblings from the West Seneca West home bleachers. The snap. They get the Melendez, and he's wide open. Touchdown, Jamestown.
That was a gutsy call on 4th down by Tom Langworthy there, Jake. And Drake, the junior quarterback, rewards his head coach with a strike to Melendez, and that was just a beautiful play from start to finish.
That's one of the routes that Jamestown likes to go for on their offense, a nice little post route for the slot receiver, and it pays off dividends there. 6-0's our score. Ella Profiter, the kicker, will come up for the extra point. Snap down, kick is on the way, and it is good. So with 6:14 remaining in the first quarter, Jamestown, a bit of a scare on that opening drive, but they are able to execute it. Trey Drake finds Colin Melendez in the end zone for the touchdown. We'll take a break in the action. This is Western New York Athletics Live.
When you're ready to buy a home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. You can find new listings before they appear anywhere else and refine your
And welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. We're live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm Jacob Fyack. Alongside with me is Frank Wolf. You're live here at West Seneca West High School for Friday Night Lights edition in the Class A South between West Seneca West and Jamestown. On their opening drive, Jamestown killed about almost half of the clock, able to get down in the end zone for Trey Drake, found a wide open Colin Melendez for a 20-yard score. Ella Profiter had the extra point and made it 7-0. Now here's West Seneca West on the return. Trying to get one block. Able to get some space. Down towards the 40. And he's taken down right at around the 43, 41, 44-yard line. Number 4, Marion Thomas, the junior wide receiver, also plays cornerback, is also the kick returner. And he gets the West Seneca West team out with great field position.
Jake, as Dick Gallagher would say often, he does everything but sell popcorn.
So we'll get the first look of this West Seneca West offense. Man motions from left to right. 3 wide receiver set. And Jamestown was jumping on that play. A bit too excited on that first play.
And who can blame them? After that amazing 4th down touchdown, the Red Raiders got a little pep in their step right now. Unfortunately, it cost them there.
Now this drive will officially start at their own 49-yard line. Again, amazing field position. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Freeland. The snap, option play, he's going to keep it. He's immediately met by Ben Anderson and taken down by another Jamestown defender.
Jamestown, as you mentioned on the top of the broadcast, Jake, came in this game undefeated 3-0. They've played teams with a combined record of 5-6. coming into this game against West Seneca West, sitting at 1-2 in this very, very tough A South division. Jamestown's going to get South Park next week, and then Hamburg. Two very tough opponents in the next couple of weeks. So the Red Raiders definitely want to get out of here with a win today as they head in down the stretch towards the end of the season here.
Freeland got a 1-yard loss on that carry. Second down, the fake to Simmons, and the keep to Freeland. He's got the first down and more into Jamestown territory. And down at the 36-yard line. A big pickup there by the quarterback. And it's a West Seneca West first down.
The one thing the Indians can do to help themselves is keep that Jamestown Red Raider offense off the field, and they're going to have to do that with the run. And so far, so good here for the Indians here in the first quarter, trailing 7-0.
First down and 10. 5 minutes remain in the first quarter. 3 wide receiver set. Pio Warzik motions from left to right. And now Mike Vastola, the head coach, going to switch up the play call. The snap. The give to Simmons. Coming back after not playing from the previous week, will gain about a yard or two on that first down carry.
Simmons, like Piorzek, is the heart and soul of this team, specifically here on offense. Of course, they were worried about losing Simmons to St. Francis as he spent a little bit of time over there, not much, and he returned to West Seneca West this fall. And he is one of the better running backs in Western New York, Jake. He's someone that the Red Raiders are going to have to – it's someone that they've been preparing for all week.
Simmons comes into this matchup leading the team in rushing yards and in rushing touchdowns, has already 3 on the season. The snap, the give, the Simmons. He's trying to find a hole, able to cut from left to right and able to get past the 30-yard marker right at around, we'll say, the 29-yard line. A pickup of about 4 yards and a third down and short coming up.
And what looked like Jake certain trouble, he quickly switched directions left to right there, found a hole, and was able to make something out of nothing, but the Red Raiders were there to stop him.
So they actually put the ball right at the 33, excuse me, they actually put it right at around the 29-yard line. Third down and 3.
At the half, Jake, we are going to try and get a shot of the West Seneca West scoreboard so we could have the official time and down and distance and that sort of thing on the scoreboard. Unfortunately, our scoreboard is not working tonight as it normally does. We apologize for that. A lot of issues before this broadcast started, Jake. It's amazing we got this thing up. We didn't have internet, then we had internet, then we didn't have it. One thing wasn't working, our camera wasn't working, but we got things rolling here, and we appreciate you watching this broadcast. Thank you to Lakeshore Paving and Stark out of Jamestown for helping with the expenses of this broadcast. We appreciate you.
Third down and 3. And both teams pointing the finger. They say West Seneca West jump, and then West Seneca West said Jamestown jump, but in this case, it was the Indians that had the false start. Move them back 5 yards.
And the Indians offense charged with an offsides penalty. That's 5 yards. It'll be third down and about 8 now for West Seneca West. Just over 3 minutes left here in the first quarter of play.
Third down and 8 at the 34-yard line of Jamestown. Indians with the football.
Third down and 8. And looks like we're going to have another officials timeout. And I wonder if it has to do, it looked like they were looking towards the West Seneca West sidelines. So clock keeps ticking, less than 3 minutes to go. Now we got another stoppage in play. And this is going to be interesting, Frank. You know, try my best to be as knowledgeable as I can on this broadcast. This one, don't know what's going on.
Well, I can tell you just about a mile away or so, the West Seneca East Trojans have a 6-0 lead on Cheektowaga. They're in the first, just about 2 minutes left to go there in the first quarter. And a nice Class B matchup. Those are two tough perennial powers in Class B. West Seneca East are undefeated right now.
So 3rd down and 8. Maybe we'll finally be able to get this play going. Got a motion from right to left. The keeper, it's Freeland, trying to use that blocking to get past the 30, and he is down right at the 27-yard line.
I think he's just shy, Jake.
Pickup of about 7. It's going to be a 4th and 1 coming up.
You got to go here. And I don't think Vestola's even thinking about it. He's keeping his arsenal out there. Short yardage situation. Maybe try and get Jamestown to jump. They've already jumped twice today. One time for sure, I'm sorry. But he got Jamestown to jump earlier. See if they can do it again here.
With the 4 wide receiver set. Simmons right behind Freeland. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. 4th down and 1. Here's the snap. The give. The pass play, and it is incomplete. A nice little attempt there. Simmons, they didn't give it to him. They faked the run. They threw it to P.O. Warzik, but that pass was low. A nice, good, strong defensive effort by Jamestown, and they'll take over.
Yeah, they read that perfectly, Jake. Jamestown was all over that play call. But still, it's an opportunity for West Seneca West to flex some offensive muscle. And we'll see if it backfires. I doubt it. They're a very tough, very resilient team, very much alive in the Class A South playoff picture, 4 weeks in now. And they are not intimidated by the Red Raiders. They're not going to be intimidated. There's a lot of these guys very loose before this game on the sidelines, joking, having a good time. But they know the reputation that the Red Raiders have, and Jalen Butera, how good a player he is. But West Seneca West, they're ready.
Here's the snap. The give is Butera. Trying to find a hole, and he does! Right past the 40! And there he goes! Trying to break off one defender, and he's taken down right at around the 4-5 yard line. A huge game by Butera. Was almost gone for 6. Well, give the credit for that West Seneca West defender, number 4, Marion Thomas, turning on the afterburners to stop Butera from getting 6.
What was I just saying about West Seneca West being ready for Butera? Wow. I mean, you could have driven a Mack truck through that hole. Credit to the offensive line of the Red Raiders on that right side. And Butera, anytime he gets into open space, he is dangerous, and he showed why right there with that run.
They put the ball at around the 8-yard line. Butera with another carry, and he's right past the 5 in and about the 4-yard line on that 1st and goal run. Actually, they'll credit him at the 3-yard line. A pickup about 5. Less than 90 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Still 7-0 Jamestown, but they're knocking on that door, trying to punch this in to make it a 2-score lead. Three wide receiver set. The snap. The carry. It's Trey Drake. He's going to get his shoulder right in, and it looks like he's going to be stopped right in between the 1-yard line and the goal line. Clock ticks. 50 seconds now remaining.
That's the beauty of it, Jake. That clock continues to
Well, now they just stopped
move.
it.
Now they will.
And Butera was stopped just short of the goal line.
Well, Jake, here we are at the goal line. Jalen Butera has been unstoppable pretty much all season.
And here we go, folks. It's going to be 3rd down and about
You got to believe that's where this ball is headed.
touchdown.
Although Butera is coming off the field, Jake. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but Butera comes to the sideline.
Here's the snap. Butera with the carry. And we just had a stoppage in play and a timeout called by Jamestown.
I'm sorry.
Very interesting timeout there. Butera did get in the end zone.
I was looking at Drake. I thought that was Butera. Tough to see these numbers from way above. This is a beautiful press box here at West Seneca West. Brand new athletic complex, and I just could not see that number. I thought it was 6, but it was Drake who was on the sideline for that last play.
So the clock stops at 45 seconds. 7-0 in favor of Jamestown. They're trying to knock on the door to make this a 2-score lead. As Tom Langworthy huddles with his team, Mike Vastola huddling up with his defense. And if you guys are just tuning in, once again, if you've seen many of the other Jamestown games so far, it's all Jalen Putera at the start of this game. Been a one-man wrecking crew on the offense side of the ball.
Certainly one of the best in Western New York. Slowly but surely updating that ticker at the bottom of your screen, folks. It's the one-man show today.
Now Putera, bit of a wildcat. The snap, the give, and he will get in the end zone. Another touchdown by Jamestown.
Pretty much walked right in there, Jake. Didn't have much of a West Seneca West presence there on the line. He literally just walked right in there. So Red Raiders up 14-0 now.
Extra point on the way. Putera now picking up his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. Profiter getting set for the extra point. The snap's down, the kick is on the way, and it is good. With 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Jamestown makes this a 2-score lead. We'll take a break in the action in this contest between West Seneca West and Jamestown. You're listening to Western New York Athletics Live.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics Live here on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube as the kick is away, and it's bounced at around the 16-yard line, trying to get a big hole, and he's able to get past the 35-yard line and right at around the 37-yard line. A penalty marker is down, though.
Jake, we were talking the other night, there was a Connolly Cup meeting, and we were talking about some of the top rushers across Western New York and some of the ungodly numbers they were putting up. Jalen Putera coming into this game just shy of 700 yards. He legitimately can get to 2,000. Sitting at 750 is another Southern Tier back in Xander Hine of Randolph. They go to CSP tomorrow, game at Panama. He's at 750, Jake. We have two guys in Western New York that legitimately can hit 2,000 yards at the pace they're going right now.
And those are arguably probably the two best running backs we have in Western New York. I got to see Hine play against Franklin-Ellicottville a couple weeks ago down there with the Southern Tier crew with Norman Rodriguez, Jeremy Becker, Alex Kolste. And he was just all over the place. He ran all over Franklin-Ellicottville and had a big game. Here's now the snap, the toss. Looks like that's Simmons on the carry, and he is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage, losing about a couple of yards. Clock is ticking with less than 5 seconds to go, and both the offense and defense will stand and go back towards their respective sidelines, and that, folks, is the end of the first quarter. Jamestown getting two big touchdowns. Trey Drake striking his pass to Colin Melendez for the first score, and then Jalen Putera finding it in the end zone at the goal line situation. 14-0's our score. We'll take another break in the action. You're listening to Western New York Athletics Live. Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. I'm Jacob Falk. Alongside with me is Frank Wolf. We're live here at West Seneca West High School as the lights have now been turned up. Friday Night Lights is taking place between Jamestown and West Seneca West, but after only 12 minutes of play, Jamestown already up 2 scores, 14-0.
So West Seneca West did have a very good drive start on their first possession, Jake, just ended in turnover on downs. It was a great kick return. Isaiah Simmons took over. Freeland had a nice run. Got all the way inside the 20, but that's where the drive ended.
So the refs are making sure. So and it looks like we had a penalty on the defense, so we'll move it about 5 yards. So they'll put it at the ball at the 26-yard line. Here's the snap. Feeling Anderson right away, and this pass is caught, rolling out of the pocket and picking up the first down and more. It's Piowarczyk getting this ball in the Jamestown territory. A big gain there, tackled at Jamestown's 39-yard line with one big play, able to put West Seneca West in a chance to try and get this lead down to 1 score. So first down and 10, ball at the 39-yard line. The 4 wide receiver set, the snap, the pass, and this one is incomplete. Looks like now in at quarterback, those past couple plays for West Seneca West is number 7, Terry Nichols Jr., the senior. Tried to find his intended receiver, Omarion Thompson, but that one was short and through his hands for an incomplete pass. Second down and 10.
Piowarczyk coming into this game, according to the stat sheet, had 77 yards and a touchdown reception coming into this game, but his game is on the defensive side of the ball. He's just been a savage out there for the Indians.
The snap, the give is the Simmons, trying to find a hole to get through, is able to find one, and grabbing some forward progress. The ball going right at the 36, 37-yard line to pick up a couple of yards. Clock's at 10 minutes and 55 seconds and counting. Third down and 8. Got a man motioning from left to right. It's Tevin Mobley. The snap, the give, the pass, and this one is picked off. What a grab. And getting it to West Seneca West territory down at around the 33-yard line. That is number 31, Sincere Green, who was amazing on the defensive side of the ball last week against Frontier. Tonight, grabs an amazing interception.
That was a heck of an individual effort there. And that's the second interception of the year. Jake, he ended that Will South game on an interception when Will South was at the end of that game. When Will South was trying to get to tie that game up, it was Sincere Green who had that game-saving interception for the Red Raiders. And he comes up big again here. And look at the drive start the Red Raiders are going to have already with a 14-0 lead.
Terry Nichols Jr., the quarterback for West Seneca West, threw the ball a bit high, but Sincere Green from Jamestown did a phenomenal job stretching out his arms to make an emphatic catch and able to get this in the Indians' territory. 3 wide receiver set, the snap, the give to Butera. Trying to get an extra blocker from Anderson, and it pays off. Getting across the 30, down to the 25, and he's down right at the 23-yard line. A pickup about 10 yards and should be enough for a first down. We'll see where the lines judge sets it. Right now, he looks like the ref was signaling if it was a first down or not. Now it is. He just got enough of the first down marker.
23-yard line of West Seneca West.
Going with the 3 wide receiver set. 2 to the left, 2 to the right of Drake. Drake has Butera and Anderson right next to him. The snap, the give. Butera once more, getting it at around, I want to say the 20-yard line. I believe that's where they got him. Yep, the 20-yard line. Pick up about 3 yards.
By design. Pick up of about 4 yards in that play. Second down and 6. The ball is now right at the red zone of West Seneca West.
So Jamestown's now officially in the red zone. 9 minutes, 30 seconds and counting in the first half. Trying to make this a 3-score lead.
Frontier leading Williamsville East 20-7 in a Class A South matchup.
The snap, the fake to Anderson, trying to find Butera once more, and it's caught. Nice snag by Butera. Getting across the 15, trying to get to the 10-yard line, but they'll put him officially right at around the 11-yard line. A pickup of about 9 yards. And that should be enough for a first down, and it is.
Pass is complete. And that'll be enough for another Jamestown first down. Ball will be spotted
So this drive has all been Butera so far, not only on the ground but in the air. So they'll officially put the ball at the 12-yard line. So first down and 10. Got to get to the 2 for the first, 12 to get in the end zone. Butera with the carry, and he's immediately stopped. Good job by that West Seneca West defender getting him back, I want to say, to the line of scrimmage. Got no gain on that play.
Fredonia has a 9-0 lead on Gowanda Pine Valley.
on the tackle of Butera. So Butera with a minimal gain at that.
So Justin Pio-Warzik was the one that broke through that offensive line and made the big tackle. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. Drake with the 2 running back set with Butera and Anderson. The snap, the give. It's Butera once again. Tried to get tripped up and he doesn't. Tries to dive in the end zone.
Flag there, Jake.
A penalty marker down. We'll see what the officials say. It is a touchdown. Jalen Butera gets in the end zone. We'll see what the penalty marker is. But what an effort to make a diving attempt to get across the goal line.
Well, you can't be surprised, right? By these efforts by Butera. It's the reason why we keep mentioning his name week after week.
And this one is going to get negated. A penalty against Jamestown. So that's now 2 touchdowns on Jamestown that have been negated due to penalties.
Thought they were going to give Butera the touchdown there. He's only got 2, though, Jake. He doesn't have 3 yet. But Jamestown, they're going to back them up to about the 19 or 20-yard line, Jake?
Well, the touchdown got negated.
Yeah, so where are they? Okay.
So right now the ball's going to be at
6,
the 17-yard line. It says second down and 15. A wonderful attempt by Butera, but it all means nothing on that play due to a penalty by Jamestown's offense. Have the clock stopped at 7 minutes and 57 seconds. About a 4 wide receiver set. The snap, the toss. It's Butera once again. And he's able to break a couple tackles, gets tripped up, and he's in for the touchdown. His second one of the night. 12th on the season.
That's not his third?
No, Melendez had that first touchdown catch. So Jalen Butera picking up his 12th touchdown on the season. 3-score lead now with 7:49 remaining in the first half. Elwood Profiter, the kicker, for the extra point. The snap, it's high. The kick's on the way, though, and it is good. 7:49 remaining in the first half. Jamestown up on West Seneca West, 21-0. We'll take a break in the action. This is Western New York Athletics Live.
When you're ready to buy a home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com.